Welcome to Bourbon Forage Fishing. I'm your host. It's BFF. Let's get into it. I thought I'm basically out of this Widow Jane 13 here. It's a 46.5%er, and I thought, let's put it against the 10-year Mckenna and see what happens. This is not a limited. This is just a normal release. And these are generally pretty good. I think they're single barrels. They are. So they vary from barrel to barrel. These are done in small batches, I think, of like 4 to 5 barrels generally. And these are more selected and crafted. So you would expect to see something better from this limited release than, a normal Mckenna. So let's get into it real quick. We'll look at the noses. And Mckenna's darker, richer, not super sweet. Kind of get into a little bit of it's like unsweet caramel, if that's a thing. And then liquid vanilla extract. Darker notes. The Widow Jane is, way brighter and just a blast of sunflower seed. Holy cow. You can even smell the sunflower seed and the sweetness actually coming up at you. There's a little bit of a floral note there too. That's interesting. This is much brighter, sweeter, and more going on the nose for sure. This smells a little bit more muted, which surprised me because it's a higher proof. Okay, there's a little bit of that candy bar, just a touch of it, but it's kind of covered in like raisin. Raisiny figgy. So there's deeper stuff. There's raisin, fig-y, candy bar a little bit, a payday, but less sweet, like a payday without the sweetness. That's darker stuff. This is sesame seeds, which are pretty light for a nut. Sesame seeds, candied in like a white candy or a sugar or a white sugar or a powdered sugar, something like that. And a bit of a floral, actually. A bit of a floral, which I've never noticed. Great finish. This finish is strong. That's interesting. I didn't pick up a lot. It was kind of not particularly sweet. There is a little bit of some darker, richer notes in the front and the mid. But I didn't pick up a ton of flavor from that. That was kind of interesting. The finish, though, you get that classic, like, kind of candy bar-y and payday and Heaven Hill finish. It was quite good. Let me try that again. Yeah, just honestly, it tastes too watery. I don't get a lot of flavor out of this. I'm not picking up a ton of notes. The finish is the best. There's just not going a lot going along in that. It just kind of tastes flat. There seems to be a lot more flavor coming out of this. Much better. This is much better. This is probably a C plus to B minus, and this is probably just a C. That's that blast of sesame, a lot of sweet, white sugar sweet, then some yummy floral stuff going on. Quite enjoyable. This is actually better than, I did a single review of just this alone, and putting it next to the Mckenna, I'm like, oh, this is actually better than I think I realized. This is just a C to me, the Mckenna. There's just not a whole lot going on here. Okay, there we go. Finally picked up some. We get that when you get old bourbon that's kind of over ripened, I call it. You get kind of a shoe polish thing going on. It's like shoe polishy black licorice. I'm picking up a bit of that, and that's not a good flavor. You don't want that in your bourbon. I do not like that when that happens. Yeah, it just smells old. It smells like shoe polishy. That's the most dominant thing I'm picking up because this is so light and bright and delicious. It's amazing. This is 13 years and there's none of that old shoe polish. And this is only 10 years and we're getting the shoe polish. Interesting. Mckenna 10 years, definitely not my favorite. It's fine. Would I buy this bottle again? Probably not. I mean, I definitely would Yeah, it's just kind of okay. I didn't think it was that great. I took a bigger drink that time. I got some of that old shoe polish stuff. I started getting some of that yummy candy bar stuff, which is some of your really good Elijah Craig barrel proofs, or even you really pick it up on like the Parker's Heritage. You get that payday, almost like Snickers without the chocolate kind of vibe. I just didn't pick up much of that in McKenna. It just kind of tastes flat and old shoe polishy, licorice. This barrel just kind of seems like a dud. This one's a clear winner. This one's much better than this. If you ever at a bar and you happen to want to pick these, have a choice between these two, definitely go with the Widow Jane. It's better. Of course, it's probably close to double the price or 40% more, but this is definitely a better bourbon. This was I was pretty underwhelmed by this, honestly. I don't drink it much, and I can see why I don't gravitate toward that. It's just kind of an okay bourbon. Thank you for tuning in to Bourbon Forage Fishing, BFF. I'm Ryan. Have a great day.